moving forward, let's also have here the improved filtering in the card view of status update. So you can filter the card view using your own customized filter on the basis of many aspects of status updates, including dates associated with the status updates, user associated with the status update, activity ID or name, WBS codes or name, status, type, and review type. So from here, from the web application, and simply go with the approvals tab. And from the approvals tab, you'll be selecting the status update page. So for those who are using the timesheets, and it's more on the resource monitoring. Okay. So from here, simply select the filters. And so from the filter, and from the filter, you can now select those added data. So for example, activity ID, the name, the code name, WBS name, also the status type and the review type. So that's are the added data for filtering our status updates. So next we have improved clarity about the database you are logging into. So on the login page of P6, always show the database and the language list. Okay. So going on our login page, if you notice, if you're using the 23 so far, and previously this list, the database and the language are part of the advanced section of the login page, which was not expanded by default. But from the newest update, they already shown po immediately. So from here, you can identify if you're logging on a different database or what language are you currently using po. So next is modifying security privilege is quicker and easier. So the global and project security profile page now lists all privilege in the categories list on the single detailed window. The privilege are grouped into categories that corresponds to the separate detailed window that exists in the previous version. So this one is no longer necessary to remember the category which privilege belongs, and because you can search the single category list to quickly find the privilege you need to modify. So going back on our user administration, and from the admin tab, go back, let's select the global security profile. So again, this one is for the administration role of your APPM environment. So from here, on your bottom screen, if you notice, all the category for your privilege is already on one view only. Previously, they have a tab under here, administration, the codes, the global data, and other already has a different tab. But now, they make it on a single window only. So from here, you can easily search. For example, I want to change the resource privilege of my profile, and you can easily type in. So all resources preference or all resources based privilege will be searched on your search button. Okay. Then you can also assign or remove all privileges in a category which with a single click na lang. So for example, and from administration, and for example, I want to remove all the privilege on the administration, I just simply uncheck the hierarchy. And so this again, this improvement will save administrators time when they modifying security profile or set up a new profile. And Next, we have export the entire hierarchical code value path to CPP. So if you recall, the CPP file format is added version 23. So for those using version 23, you have the format for the CPP or the C++ file format. So many of the data elements of your import with your CPP file may be mapped to activity codes by default. And by default, P6 EPPM export the code value only. However, if you have many levels of your hierarchical activity codes, you can now configure the export template to import the full hierarchical path to the code value by selecting include code path uh, code value path. So when you map a code in the CPP export template. Okay, so let's try to and import. So for example, I'll be going to import a project or export a project. Okay, and let's export. And on the export type, let's select the DOE CPP. Okay, then from here, let's try to manage first the template, add a template, and simply go on the schedule tab. And from here, for example, from the activity or WBS ID, and simply click this ellipse. Then on the selected WBS mapping, select other options. From other options, kindly select, for example, uh, global activity codes. And from here, you have now the options to include the code value path. So for example, I want to include all the value path of this code. For example, the status codes, and simply tick this checkbox, select those codes, and click select. Okay, so for our last enhancement for web application is the milestone activity supports all relationship types. So now you can assign any relationship type to a milestone activity in P6. This includes first, you can import project regardless of the relationship type assigned to a milestone in a project. Next, you can copy and paste milestone activity without losing any of the relationship. And lastly, you can change the type of an activity in either a project or a baseline to a start or finish milestone without losing any of its relation. And so going back on our project tab activity page, and so from here, for example, this activity is a start milestone. And if you notice activity type start milestone, and if I go on the relationship tab on the activity detailed window, and so if you notice on the relationship type, previously you can only select if this is a start milestone, you can only select the start to start or start to finish. But now, if you notice, this is a start uh, milestone, but if we have the finish to start and finish to finish relationship type. Okay, so both all relationship type is supported now. Also for a finish milestone. Okay, for a finish milestone also, the four types of relationship is now supported.